Good morning. I am a couple minutes earlier today, had a bit of a problem connecting, but here I am. If you're watching a recording, you can fast forward about 3 minutes or stay with us. Good morning, Judy. All right, it is time for us to start. Not many people today. Oh, hi, Jana. Um, Maybe we'll give it another minute. All right, let's start now. Today we will focus on the last guideline from the category How We Act, and it is generosity. So let's explore this. Take a comfortable position, and as always, take in all the circumstances of your practice, internal, external, and with each cycle of breath, dissolving the boundary between the two, between the inner and the outer. With each breath, reminding yourself of our interconnectedness, of oneness of everything there is. Scan your body, notice whatever is happening right now, and if you find any tension that can be released, do that. Soften a little bit, lean into the support of the ground. Let your breath be easy and soft, completely uncontrolled. And let this easy breath be your invitation to find effortlessness in your body, your mind, and your heart. Generosity, giving to others, to the world, to oneself, is deep in our nature as human beings. In Buddhism, it's taught that there are 4 gifts that we can give. We can give material support like food and clothing. We can give protection. We can give spiritual teachings. And most importantly, we can give the gift of non-fear. The most important thing in practice of generosity is motivation behind giving. If we give out of shame or intimidation, it's not really generosity, even though it may look like it from the outside. When we give out of any sort of obligation that we feel, again, it's not generosity either. I think it's also worth mentioning that in some cultures, there is this tradition, almost a habit of giving, that looks like generosity, but may not necessarily be true, pure generosity. For example, in my culture in Russia, it is customary for men to pay for women, and it's not really questioned at all. And men may resent this tradition, but if they don't do it, it's frowned upon. Also in Russia, very often one person would pay for the entire table at dinner. And of course, sometimes it is true generosity coming from pure intention because you have the money to pay and you are happy to do it out of your abundance as a gift to your friends. But a lot of times it's a way to show off, in which case the intention is definitely not pure. And I bet there are many other cultures like that. Giving with pure motivation is called dana paramita in Sanskrit, which means perfection of generosity. Generosity with pure intention is to give without expecting anything in return, to make a spontaneous gift without any thought of what it costs to us, to offer our time to a person we find challenging, to help somebody anonymously, to give our time. So take a moment to turn your attention inward. Can you recall a time when you were the recipient of this kind of generosity? when someone did something profoundly kind and thoughtful for you without expecting anything in return. How did that feel? What makes you still remember it? And can you recall a time when you practiced this expansive generosity yourself? This kind of generosity, the pure generosity, can be very transformative for both giver and recipient. It challenges us to put self-interest to one side and to treat another person as being equally valuable and important as ourselves. And generosity is really not only about giving, it's also manifested in the way we receive. It's the generosity of spirit that helps us show our vulnerability in front of another person and accept their gifts, material or otherwise, without shame, without being embarrassed, without feeling, oh no, I don't deserve that. So think for a moment, can you find an opportunity to give without any thought of return today? And if so, will you take this opportunity? Can you take an opportunity to graciously accept a gift from another person, be it a material object, money, or something intangible, like a compliment, a praise? As you go through your day today, I invite you to notice how you practice generosity, both in giving and in receiving. What thoughts and feelings come up as you engage in the practice of generosity? What physical sensations arise? Is it easy for you? Is it challenging? Try to engage in our usual mindful exploration of what truly is. And of course, if you feel like sharing, let us know in the comments how it works for you today. Thank you so much for being here. Have a gorgeous day, and I will see you tomorrow.